Shalom.
Shalom.
Welcome to LJ's Spurs Chat. Welcome, Danny. We're back here again, mush.
Glutton for fucking punishment, aren't we?
Right. Where do I start? What a mad, thrilling, chaotic game of football that was. I'm not sure any rational Spurs fan truly believed they'd get anything from this game, be it even a point or three. Most fans wanted to see was the team to show some pride and fighting spirit, and they did get that in abundance. Obviously, the record books will show they conceded 5 goals, which is the harshest critics will tell you simply isn't good enough at this level. But I'm not sure that tells the full story of last night, Dan. Thomas Frank's last words before the game was, the performance is always more important than the result. And I think that's a performance which, on the whole, will bring cause for optimism. A wild ride of a game where there were 8 goals from just 11 shots. Every chance seemed to go in. A real mixed bag from Tottenham last night. We were compact, defensively sound for large parts, but also all over the place at the back at times. I mean, bloody hell, Romero, dear, oh dear. But how'd you spell his name? Vitinha? What a player. Yeah. Stole the show with a hat-trick. I mean, 2 of the goals, you could say, should have closed them down, but they were such world-class finishes. I came away with that, Dan. Disappointed. It was weird because I didn't expect nothing from the game, but how we played, I thought, I want to get something from the game. Every time they got themselves back in it, they cocked up. I mean, 2 of them were mistakes. Romero should have never passed that ball to Sarr. Sarr on a corner, I don't know what he was doing. So once again, I think that's 7 or 8 individual mistakes already this season that have led to goals. You can't do that in the Premier League. Definitely can't do that in the Champions League. But I'd like to see Thomas Frank play that 4-4-2 again on Saturday. I don't think he will, because I think I've said it last time to you. I think that he concentrates more and more on what the opposition can do to us rather than what we can do to them. Positives for me was the partnership between Richarlison and Muani. And Muani did play really well last night, didn't he? I thought Bergvall, Gray played well, but we still lost. But what's your view on that, Dan?
Do you know what? I'm a bit like you, to be honest. I've come away from that result thinking, fucking hell, we've scored 3 fucking goals against PSG, who's got, probably they didn't start off with their best side. And for me, I felt a bit fucking disappointed because I thought that, even in Milks, I just felt that for us, right, to go 1-0 up. Now, we knew they were always going to have most of the fucking ball, but to go 1-0 up and then just to give it away so easily. And time again, it's mindless individual errors that are costing us games and goals. That's what it's come down to. So how many more weeks is it going to take for them to actually cotton on that they need to be on it fucking 95 minutes of the game? They can't just fucking go in there and expect to fucking win a game by conceding and messing up all the time. Do you know what I mean? I just think that we showed glimpses last night of decent football inside when we actually got things together. But that percentage of losing that ball, mindless. I mean, the penalty. I mean, fucking hell, why has he got his foot up there? Why is he going to grounds? I think a couple of the goals, you even said Benton COYS fucking turned away from it, take one in the stomach, do you know what I mean? Block it, put your arms down by your side. It's not going to be a penalty. Do you know what I mean? Those things like that. Lapses of concentration. Yeah. We're clearly not at that. And you can, I mean, the level of players is not there for us. Do you know what I mean? And that's no disregard to the likes of Bergvall and Gray, because at the end of the day, they come and they did a decent job. Do you know what I mean? They connected up for the first goal. They did really well in there. I didn't think Spence was Spence didn't have his best night. I thought Romero didn't have his best night. I didn't think Vicario had that much to do in all, to be honest.
No, he didn't. No.
I thought when Moani had the ball in these little flicks and stuff, you can tell that he's played in PSG and he's played in Juventus. You can tell he's a class above what we actually have in our team. That, for me, is what I see. He gets the ball, and the only thing he's thinking about is passing and moving. I want it back. He gets the ball. He wants to take people on. He wants to go forward. Not this lethargic football, which we seem to be playing underneath Frank, which is we'll try and retain the ball and we'll try and keep possession, but also we'll try and contain the opposition. I agree with you that I think Frank looks too much at the opposition and is worried about what they're going to do to us. Fucking hell, if you're going into the game worried already, what's the point in, you might as well just fuck off. What's the point in doing it? Do you know what I mean? Go into that game thinking, I think it's, I think he should go in there thinking, look, we can get a result. He's got to be telling the lads that. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter who you play. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just think it's. I felt frustrated. Do you know what I mean? That you get yourself into such a position, you're not playing badly. You put all that effort in, and then lapses of concentration over and over again.
You've got to feel for
Frank.
Spurs. You've got to feel for Frank in a way, because whether we agree with what he's doing or not, it's you can't legislate for individual mistakes. But I do still think he's in the mindset. I mean, the man's just said it here. Look, he still thinks he's going to go. Yeah, he hasn't got rid of that small club mentality yet. And I was really surprised, Dan. Not so. I mean, I did name Kudus in it when I was chatting to me boy and my brother-in-law was watching it last night. Your three best players are probably Kudus, Polinia, and Xavi, right? Arguably, yeah. This game, being a European game, was made for Xavi, I think. Kudus, I can understand why I didn't start him now, because he's been shit since he was injured.
He's been awful, mate. It's been awful.
I played Polinia instead of Bentancur, to be fair. So there was a few things like that. But if you get rid of the individual mistakes, what was made last night, they would have probably at least drawn that game. So he must be pulling his hair out.
Yeah, probably. But you could say that about any of our past games. Individual errors have cost us goals and cost us games. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, though, Dan, I just watched an interview with him right before I come on here, and one of the people said that formation basically worked well last night. Is that something you'd look at doing again? And I absolutely hated his answer, right? Because he said it depends on who we're playing. Listen, if that particular formation produces a performance which is better than all the others, stick with it. He worries too much about the others.
People have already said it in the comments, and I tend to agree with them. He is a coward in the way he sets us up.
Yeah.
We've got some good ball carrying people, some good cracking players. Let them go and express themselves and fucking play.
Like I said to you, when he went up to they lost to Arsenal before they got onto the pitch because of
exactly. They were beat. Yeah. His negativity, and whether he's starting in training, is affecting the players now. Yeah, you can see they look downbeat already. You know what I mean?
Someone in the comments as well, but we only had 30% possession. And I do agree with that, but I expected in both the Arsenal game and the PSG game to be well low down on possession. But my attitude is I don't care about possession. I'm not really a great stat man. Really.
Mate, I'm not. We're not stat men. I hate it when you think about it's fucking XG shit and all that lot. Yeah. That's not what I'm fucking want to be.
My attitude is I don't give a shit if we've got 20% possession. It's what you do with it.
Yeah.
And we proved to, even with 30% possession last night, we proved that they're quite ordinary PSG. I hate to say, but
3 goals, mate.
Yeah. But even though we're not happy with Frank at the moment, it must be horrible to sit on the touchline and watch the same mistakes again. Has he got the balls to sit the players down in the meetings that he keeps reckoning he's having in, saying, look, what the fuck was that?
I don't watch any of his interviews. I stopped watching any interviews with anybody after the fucking games because you just come away fucking let down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a weird game, isn't it? Because I come out of there like, well, we done better than what I thought. I wasn't too pissed off because I'm not expecting anything else, Dan, at the moment. That's the sad
No,
thing. I'm not even expecting us to beat Fulham on Saturday at home. That's
I don't
mental.
either. I honestly don't see us winning the game, to be honest, and that is a sad thing to say already because to me, nothing's fucking changed. Nothing has changed from when
A lot of
Andrew's been
people
here.
say that down there. Why don't you
Huh?
play Johnson? And a lot of people are saying for Johnson to go in a number 9, 10 role, whatever.
Yeah, I said that the other night to somebody on Facebook and just
But they
stick him
did
in.
have a good partnership last night, to be fair to him.
I
Even
mean, yeah,
Richie.
they did. He's still up and down, isn't he, Richie? Do you know what I mean? I know he
Yeah,
got
he is.
his goal
He
and
looked
he's in
much
there,
more happier, didn't he?
but
With the
yeah. Come on, mate. If you've got somebody that's willing to flick the balls onto you, and you know somebody's going to be behind you 5-10 yards away, you're always a lot happier.
It's a good
It's a
goal,
boy.
wasn't it? It was a good goal, wasn't
It was. It was good, and it was good. It was good to see. I mean, I thought that I don't want to downplay anything last night, but it's hard to take any fucking positives away from it because what you're left talking about is one, we lost the game, and
Yeah.
two, it's individual errors. Because yes, PSG were playing the ball about an awful lot, but that's what Tottenham was set up really to do, to let them have that fucking ball. Do you know what I mean? And I just don't know whether people keep saying, "Oh, Frank hasn't got his players and this, that, and the other." Fucking hell, he's got these players here till January.
Yeah.
You've got to start getting a turn out of them. You've got to start getting this fucking ball rolling. And I don't agree with this. Just fucking right. Xavi needs to start fucking playing. He's a quality fucking player. You've got to
He
fight.
really should have played
He's
last
got to
night.
get through this. He should have played last night. I mean, Sarr wasn't very good last night at all. I can hardly even remember him being on the fucking pitch, to be honest.
No.
Romero was awful last night. Just
He
felt
was.
he just.
But you know when the foreign players, well, Dan's gone there. I don't know where he's. Oh, you're back again. You know when the foreign players like Xavi come over and they struggle in the Premier League, he would have played well in that game last night because it's a European game. You've gone quiet, Dan. Zip.
I can hear you now.
Are you back now? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? When
Yeah,
players like Xavi are playing in the Premier League, struggling, put him into that game. He would have had a good game last night. Slower tempo. He used to that sort of football. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So he looked pissed off. He didn't want to come on last night, I don't think.
Mate, I mean, even
80 minutes. What's the point of that?
yeah. Well, we said earlier on in the game we need to make changes. We need to make some changes that are going to change the game for us because it just felt like the longer it was going on in that 4-4-2, the mistakes were being got, and then they get the goal, and then they get another goal, and you think, oh, come on, just fucking change it. Go try something different. Don't just keep that same formation and change the personnel because that's what we had. That's what we had to go at Ange for. He just used to change personnel and play that fucking gun ho. Do you know what I mean? Football. And now it's happening with Frank. And so for me, I just felt fucking frustrated. I think it's a load of bollocks. What I want to see is on Saturday is we fucking go for it. And we prove that we can hunt in 2 and 3s and close people down. You don't have to go and do it for 90 fucking minutes. But
Well,
you
he
do
reckons
it.
it's going
You
to come
do
out
it
the
in spells.
blocks. Saturday, Dan. They're coming out the blocks. That's what he said
Yeah,
tonight.
but
It
how
won't happen,
many times? How many times has he said it? How many times have we all witnessed it? He said it. I want to see more aggression and this, that, and the other, and they're just fucking waltzing around the fucking pitch.
But
I
until he
mean,
gets this mentality of worrying about other teams, you're never going to be a top team.
that's why maybe he's not going to be the right Mario for us.
Well, that's right, that is. That's
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
You're right. Yeah, they shouldn't be. I mean, they're a quality team. Don't get me wrong. They're a quality team, but the physicality of the fucking Premier League, we should be dominating fucking the French and the Dutch league and alike. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like you said there, look, we made Monaco look like Brazil. We actually did.
Yeah, but that's Frank's tactics, isn't it?
Mm.
He's setting up not to try and lose a game.
But it's not working because we are
That's
losing
boring.
games.
It's boring. Yeah, exactly. It's boring. The players don't want to play it. Why we're not aggressive enough?
But it makes you ask the question, Dan, if he's coming out as well publicly and saying, like, yes, tonight, I'm going to set you out to go out there and be aggressive, blah, blah, and the players don't do it. Does that say that the players don't believe in his ways?
Yeah, probably already. I would say he's probably lost most of the players already. I mean, he's come out and said he doesn't know what to do with. He doesn't know what to do with Simmons. Doesn't know where to put him. Mate, I'm not being funny. That's a bit.
No, where to put a player. that you wanted to sign.
Exactly. So that makes you wonder: did he actually want him, or was it just a signing, a club signing?
I'm a bit concerned that we're going to lose out on Mawani, you know.
Yeah,
because he ain't want to stay at Tottenham, Dan, unless we have a really good run.
unless see what happens in January. For me, I'd love to keep him because I think he can play either side. He doesn't have to play striker. He can play left or right at that fucking front three if that's what you're going to play. So I think it'd be a good signing for us. Look, he ain't going to go back to PSG. He's going to have to go somewhere. So
it's looking to me like, well, I don't know. What was it about?
What you on about, Bingo?
Anyone else this suspicious? Suspicious about what? It's not looking good at the minute, Dan. Simmons playing like shit, and then comes on with the field like a. When he first come on with that Barnet, I thought, dear, oh dear, what's going on? But I just want to see him give a chance, man.
Give
him a run of games, man. Yeah, high up money, cooking, crime, fixing. Well, you never know, mate. Well, you'd think if he's been playing that poor, he'd make sure he's got a proper Barnet, wouldn't you? Because with a Barnet like that, he's going to get more attention than ever.
I know,
He's got to start against Fulham anyway. I'm a bit concerned about Kudus' dropping form since his injury, Dan.
Yeah, but I'm not, because I think that's what West Ham.
That's what the fans said. Yeah,
West Ham's have always said it about him. He can be a good player, but you see, how many times does he mix up what he does in the game? He either drags it back and then drops his shoulder, and then it's left and right, and he goes down that way, or he cuts back, and that's generally. How many times do you actually see him take a player on? I mean, he's supposed to be rapid. He's got low centre of gravity. Why can't he take players on and come inside? You just don't see it, and that's the one thing that was the fear factor, I think, with signing somebody like Kudus, that it had already been said by West Ham that he was in, and he'd have one good game in 5 or 6, and then you wouldn't see him in these games, and you wouldn't have him. So, do you know what I mean?
I think he's one of those players that if the team's playing well, he'll play well.
Yeah.
And Pete Tong, I can't be asked for this. That's what it's looking like. I know it's a bit early, but like you said, West Ham fans said it.
I think Johnson will come in Saturday.
What's he saying here? I'm doing Jimmy Fiveheads from now on. Jimmy, that's going to stick in my head, Danny. But I think, as we've said all along, Dan, it's January or bust, isn't it, really? Yeah? Because I think if they lose to Fulham at home, he might get a bit of a talking to in the ear.
Well, I think people were talking today, were saying that who would be favourite between Slot and Frank to get the fucking sack come Christmas.
A few people are even saying, and I know what you're going to say, Dan, but I have to ask it anyway, because they're saying, what would Thomas Frank have done if he'd have had I know he's got injuries, but if he'd have had the certain injuries to our defence, what Ange had? So would Ange have done better? He would have loved like Chappie and Kudus, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think he would have done, but I think what we're talking about here is a totally different system, and
I think it's total different, and the players are struggling to adapt to it. And they were still dribbling out of the box last night, Dan. You know, and there was motion on the box. Why?
That pass that Romero did to fucking Sarr. I mean, to be fair, Sarr was coming towards him, and he did ask for the ball at his feet, but it wasn't at his feet. It was just to the side of him. And I'm thinking, if you're an Argentinian captain, you can see that there's a player coming behind one of your players, and he's asking for your feet. Yeah. You're just putting your fucking laces. You're putting it out to the wing, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? You're not going to play it into him in such a dangerous area. And what happens? You lose the ball, and then you know what I mean? They score a goal, and you think, oh, for fuck's sake. You get yourself back in the game, and then they go and do something stupid. So, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to Saturday.
Who do you think he'll play on Saturday then, Dan?
I think he'll just play familiar. In fact, I don't know, actually. I wouldn't know.
You can't play the double.
I can't say that I would like to say who he would pick, because I don't think he knows what players to put out for each game. He's got, I think at Brentford, because he had that limited player quality that he's, and we've got a better standard of
Yeah,
squad than what they have. So on paper, because it's at Brentford, there's not that actual pressure on him. Whereas at Tottenham, it's totally different. The pressure's different. The fans bring it on him.
even
the
in
media,
the
press,
press.
everything. Yeah, it's all totally different. And I just think that, like for me, that he's scared. He's scared to change things from his philosophy. He needs to change things because it's not working for us at the moment. It's just not working at all. Do you know what I mean? How he's setting us up, it's just not working. We go at teams, for fuck's sake. We want to see our players. Huh?
The press conference tonight was going on about the playing every 3 days. I don't know about you, but when we used to play football, right? You know, when you're winning, you don't feel tired.
You want to play the next game. You want that next game to be coming.
Bergvall and Gray, start them against Fulham. Fuck it. They ain't going to get tired. They're going to be happy that they're playing. This is another one I think it could be, because with so many changes in personnel, so many changes in formation, you're not going to get any consistency, are you? No. I can remember years ago, Dan, you know, Brazil won their last World Cup. Before that, they had the worst run of games or defeats leading up to the World Cup, after they obviously qualified, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't remember who was the manager then. He was getting hammered by the press, and he said, "This is my team. This is my system. We will be ready by the World Cup."
Was it not Scolari?
I can't remember, but that's what he said. It might have been, but that's what he said. He believed in himself, and they won the World Cup.
Yeah.
So he's got to get it into his. All this fucking rotation thing does my head right in.
Yeah, and I think that
because he 3 times a week.
I know, but I think that because Frank's such a stats man as well, and he looks at all this fucking bollocks. And some.
You keep going off, Dan.
Yeah, it's all right. Lad's trying to call me. I keep fobbing him off. It's just like it's just too much. Stick to fucking basics.
Yeah, you want to get the formation. Stick with it.
We said it last week against Arsenal. We were marking space. That's what we was actually doing.
Well, I don't know if you know, Dan, but he says, and he said it before, he likes to play man for man. You can't always do man for man. It can go very wrong very quickly if you're doing man for man.
But this is from the tactical, supposed to be a tactically astute flipping manager.
Yeah.
It's not showing though, is it?
No, it's not showing at all. It's worrying, to be fair. He's got to get to his thing and stick to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not too despondent, Dan, and I'm
not, because they showed a bit of fight, mate. It's just frustrating.
Now we have to win that Saturday if we've got any intention of staying up there and around there. But they've probably lifted me up and they'll probably drop me back down again. And we've got Newcastle away after that. We won't beat them.
No. They're too physical. They're too physical for us. They are too in your face. Eddie Howe's got them set up how he wants them to play. He wants them to be physical. He wants them to move the ball fast. We just don't move the ball fast at all. We just hold on to it too long. And before we know it, every other team is back in formation, and then we've got to try and break them down. And some of our players don't have that. The Bentancurs and the Paulinho don't have that mental ability to see that pass as quick as what other players like Rice and even Eze and stuff. And all. Every top team has these fucking players in there. I think Xavi can have it, but he can only do that.
He'll be good with Mawani on the pitch because they both got the same way.
Yeah, that mentality, the quick football mentality, the one-touch stuff, which is what we see lots of teams doing. But Spurs, over the years, just don't seem to be able to manifest to do that. They naturally go slow for whatever fucking reason, and then.
Well, Dan's will be playing on Saturday, Dan. Dan's will be playing Saturday because Dragason's not right, and I do not know what is going on with Solanke. As I said, I've only just watched it before I come on here. He's still not ready to play. I don't know what's going on with him.
Nah. I'll tell you, if I'm Tottenham, right, I'm wanting to bring back that young centre half back from his loan, and I would give him the second half of the season. I really would, because he's going to be such a fucking good talent, And the problem is, what we don't want to happen is that we end up losing him to somebody else. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather him start and Bergville and Gray get these young lads fucking playing instead of having, to be honest, Romero and Danzen.
Hello, Tam. Yeah.
I would fucking. Do you know what I mean?
We don't do it. Romero takes too long at the back, but everyone else just pumps it forward.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing last night, to be fair. They were knocking it out. That's why we only had 30% possession, like the man said, because they was relying on Richarlison or Mourani and going to try and win the second ball. I mean,
exactly.
It looked better up front than what he usually did, but it was still a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, we can go over it for ages, can't we? We can see, and everybody else can see. The fans can see what the issues and the problems are, and all that lot. You just want them to go out and be aggressive with the football. Do you know what I mean? It just seems like they're nullified already before they go on that fucking pitch.
6-1, so we've done better than what you thought.
Yeah, I know. I did actually change my Super 6. I think I put 5 on that.
Have you done your bet for Fulham? What's your prediction for Fulham?
We're going to get beat 3-1.
What, you think we'll get beat? I'm going to go 1-1.
Oh, yeah. I can't see us winning. I just
cannot see us. Get your prediction in. No one has still won one of these cups. I just don't think they want them, Dan. I don't want the ugly bald head on their cup drinking the tea.
Nah, I don't think they want to be drinking out your head, mate.
Well, I'm going 1-1. I don't think we can lose to them. Nah, man.
Mate, are you sure? Oh, you're questioning my fucking... If what?
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to wait, Bingo. We're going to have to wait until January. I've said that. I know I'm repeating myself, probably boring the pants off you. But at the end of the day, I think this January, we will see where these owners really want to go.
And I don't reckon it's where we want them to fucking go.
It probably won't be, but if that's...
I'm not being funny. We've said it before. Fucking toxic, isn't it? It's just Spurs.
They can't hide behind Daniel Levy anymore. I'm not saying they were in the first place.
Those excuses have gone. There's no excuses now. You've got a chance to go, but then it comes down to the quality and the caliber of fucking player. I mean, who in their right mind? Like we said the other day, we've said so many times, football players watch other teams play. Do you know what I mean?
And they talk to each other.
Why would they want to fucking? The only thing I can see Semenyo coming to Spurs for is that Kudos manages to convince him to come to us. I mean, you wouldn't have guaranteed Semenyo going to fucking Liverpool at the moment. There's only one place you'd probably think that likely he'd end up. There's only one place I can see Semenyo going, and God help us is if he goes there, then Jesus Christ, they're going to have something. And I'm not afraid to say it. They are going to have some hell of a fucking team and front line.
That's right. I'll tell you what, that's one thing that will get the owners concerned if the home attendances do keep dropping. Obviously,
well, they are. And the next thing, I mean, like I say, I'm going down to the Slavia Prague game, so it'll be interesting to see what the
Spurs
attendances.
Spurs have gone global, but not in the way that a football club would. Do you know what I mean? In terms of business, they have, but in terms of going globally as a successful football team, they ain't.
No, we want the success for the football team, not for the fucking NFL and the boxing and fucking everything else that comes with it. But that's what the stadium was kind of like built for, was to do that alongside a football team.
But they reckon, the Lewis family, that they're big Spurs supporters. They wasn't happy with Daniel Levy, and Tim Sherwood said it on Sky the other day. Whether or not as they wanted to go to Arsenal, they could have tied, and they should have tied that deal up so quick. He would have just come to Tottenham anyway. Don't give Arsenal a sniff. That's another thing what they've got to learn. Stop fucking about with transfers.
But the thing is, though, Daniel Lewis, it's his boys, though. It's the young ones now are in charge, aren't they? So they may not want Frank in charge.
They might not.
Whose decision was it to hire Frank in the first place? Vinay?
Well, they reckon they have board meetings, and then Levy had the final say. But yeah. Oh, that's another thing. I don't want to be disrespectful, but Thomas Frank isn't the sort of manager that gets you whoa, a player, oh yeah, I want to go and play for him. No disrespect to him. You've got to start.
No, he's not. He's not. He's not.
No,
He's like you say. He's like a fucking scarecrow.
I
Fucking.
did. I apologise for that, Thomas. I said the scarecrow looking CUNT last night when he wasn't making. He wasn't making. I shouldn't have said that.
It's funny though because I know you're chewing gum, right? But he was standing on the side and he's going, fucking winning, like
Yeah,
10
I
to
was
the fucking
avoiding it.
dozen.
We could all see it. It gets to 60, 61, 62 minutes, and you just think, make a change, man.
Yeah.
What's this one?
Change the system.
Yeah. We're a bit of a
Yeah,
laugh,
always.
to be fair.
We are a bit of a laugh. It always sticks. It'll always.
But I'll tell you what, before I go, Dan, and I'll say this to the others to cheer us up, if you want a bit of a laugh, right, go on YouTube, and I watched it last night. And first of all, I admired the bottom, but I will come out now and say this, and I'll probably get hammered for saying it because a lot of Arsenal fans try and come on it. Arsenal fans, you are now officially pussies. Because, Dan, these two YouTubers, what they do, they go to other grounds, right?
Did you see them both?
Did you see it? And he went to the Arsenal the other day. Did you see that one? He went to the empty crates the other day on North London Derby. And the most what happened to him was being called a mug and a can thrown at him. If he'd done that the other way round, he would get a slap. So that cheered me up a bit watching that.
They got there was a bit of push and shove, wasn't there? But then the coppers got inside.
But
And
even the Spurs fans started having a go at him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because they're not Spurs fans though. They're fucking Chelsea fans, aren't they? Yeah,
fair play for doing it. I bet you wouldn't go to a lot of Rangers or Celtic game doing that.
He'd get fucking hammered.
I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, it made me laugh when they fucking ran off from that fucking old boy. Fucking legging it down the street. And then he called his mum. And then he called his fucking mum.
Yeah, and wound her up, the bastard. She was crying. Right, everyone. We'll be
so
back.
Is that your prediction then? Is that your prediction then? Is it 1-1?
I'm saying 1-1. So if none of you want the mugs, I'll give it to myself.
I'm going 3-1 Spurs.
So get your things in. Be a lovely Christmas present to have on your mantelpiece. So every time Spurs lose, you can punch me in the head. So many people will probably want to do that. Danny's saying 3-1 to Fulham.
Spurs.
Oh, you're saying 3-1 to Spurs?
Yeah.
I thought you said 3-1 to Fulham.
No, I can't. We need to win a game. We're going to have to go for it. If they don't win on Saturday, if they come out like they, well, I say Saturday evening, isn't it? If they come out like they did within last couple of games, then you can only see one result.
It's like they'll come out. They need to get an early goal because the longer it goes without scoring, Roy Keane. Do you know what, mate? I love Roy Keane because he don't give a shit. And I love the way he just tells them straight. I love it. I remember when we beat Manchester United 6-1 when that stupid COVID bollocks was coming. And he said, if I was in there now at half-time, I'd be throwing punches. And he probably would.
Yeah.
We need something like that. You'll be watching on... It's not on the telly, is it? Oh, the 3-minute highlight reel. Yeah.
It's on, isn't it? Is it on TV?
I haven't looked yet.
It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, is it? Look at the attitude. Well, what was the... Before I go there, they were moaning last night, a few of the fans. And I don't blame them really because they've come to France. Apparently, Romero just fucked off down the tunnel and Bentancur give a half-hearted clap from the halfway line and then fucked off while all the others... My answer to that was when someone messaged me that, I said Romero was probably embarrassed.
Yeah.
He was shocking last night, and I do like Romero. So yeah, you should always go over and applaud the away fans. I think I don't know what this fashion is about going around clapping your own fans, doing the lap of honour, whatever. I don't agree.
I don't
go over and applaud the away fans because it costs so much money to go.
Yeah, fucking right. They're the ones that fucking bother to fucking pay and travel.
We'd have no team if Roy Keane went there.
Oh fucking hell! But then we get onto that. You get onto that conversation again because everybody's having it. If you don't give Frank time to turn this around and you don't back him, he's only been in the fucking job 7 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? That makes us yet again the fucking laughing stock of the Premier League. Spurs sack out. You get fucking Frank, and then all of a sudden things ain't going your way. But so I think he's got to take it on the chin. It's the majority of it, I think, is him. and maybe his lack of experience at this level and as it is and all that lot. But he just needs to fucking let the players express themselves. Do you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to make a fucking pass.
I'd love Roy Keane, and he's a Spurs fan, believe it or not. Roy Keane is. He'd end up shit himself, wouldn't he?
Fucking
I
hell.
think it's about time he just said bollocks and chucked in a load of young players down, to be honest. Give a shit. Honestly, do.
Well,
But like I said to you last time, I think it was after the Arsenal game, when you get a list of managers and some elite managers and they keep getting sacked, there's another problem somewhere, whether it's board level or the mentality, or like you said, they're just jinxed.
yeah. I don't know who there is or who I would want to come back to Spurs other than Pochettino was the only one that I could see that made him a bit aggressive football and closing down and all that lot.
So are we being hypocrites? It took him quite a while. He was close to the sack.
Yeah.
It was when Kane scored that free kick, wasn't it, that deflected him? I think it was against Villa that saved him. I think that was the one.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I said the other day, I'm just going to give him the January window because it is hard to get players, the summer window. And then he's got, I just want to see very soon, though. I want to see something where I can see what he's trying to do, because at the minute, I don't think he knows what to do.
I don't.
Shocking. Well, get hold of Roy Keane then, see if he'll. Yeah, there would be. Yeah, I'll tell you what. If Roy Keane was in the dressing room at half time at the Arsenal game, they wouldn't have come into the dressing room. They'd have been too.
No, would they? Fuck, they wouldn't. He'd have fucking battered them.
Yeah, but we need someone like Roy Keane actually on the pitch.
I mean, I can only imagine. Can you imagine fucking Frank trying to stand there and shout at the players?
No, I can't.
I can't physically see him doing that.
No.
You can see Arteta doing it. You can see Pep Guardiola doing it. But you just can't see Frank fucking doing it.
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? I've never seen us in like a second half, what I can quickly remember, as if I thought, yeah, they've had a bollocking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe we're being too impatient, Dan, because we're just sick of it all, aren't we? You know what I mean? I was like, give them a couple of wins.
Yeah, but how many fucking... sorry. But the problem is, how many fucking times, how many seasons, how many transfer windows do we get the same bollocks, no matter who the chairman is, the manager is, and the season, it's constant. That's the problem. It's the same shit every single day, every single game.
Like you just said,
we need to break that fucking
If
mold.
the Lewis family didn't want Thomas Frank, maybe they'll get someone else.
Maybe they will. Maybe they will.
I'd like to see us have a Roy Keane on the pitch, because I've said that for years. We haven't got a leader on there.
No. Even Paulinho seems to have gone back in his fucking box a little bit.
Paulinho seems to me like a player that leads by example, but he weren't great yesterday. But we haven't got anyone on there that will go mental at the players like a Roy Keane of old would do.
No.
If Man United was slacking, he'd soon sort it out.
Yeah.
You need
anybody else.
Don't you?
You don't see Romero doing that. I mean, they're so fucking frightened to fucking have a go at each other.
Mm. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If somebody's not pulling the fucking weight, fucking give them a bollocking. I just don't see if you're the captain and you see that, and I'm fed up with fucking Vicario coming out and apologising, saying, "Oh yeah, it's not good." We know it's not fucking good. You don't need to come out and say that to us.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said, Bing Guy. There's weird there. Yeah. There's got to be more than the managers. Scott Parker.
Yeah,
you know, Scott Parker one day, yeah. I was actually there, and I can't remember the game now. I was actually there. And he came off after about 87 minutes, and he was physically sick on the side of the pitch. And they asked at the conference after, in the press conference, was he ill? And he said, no, he just ran himself into the ground. But Scott Parker, whether he had a good game or not, he used to run himself into the ground. If you had 11 players like that...
sorry, mate. He's 100% committed to that fucking shirt.
Yeah.
And that team that he was playing for at that time, he was always like that.
He was quite limited ability-wise, but he'd give everything.
He was still a good player, mate.
Yeah, he was a good player. Yeah. All right, man, I'll let you go.
Yes, mate.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Fucking hell, please. Give us
I'm going to have to send you one of my mugs.
You reckon I'm going to get the mug?
Yeah.
I drink out your
fucking
syrup.
Drinking out my fucking mug. Oh dear. Anyway, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. We'll chat over the week, and then we'll liaise. We shall liaise with the next debacle, which is probably going to fucking unfold on Saturday evening.
It's up to the people, actually. They'll have to let me know. All the people that are still on here. If yeah, mate, so right. If you want, maybe not Sunday, but we could do, Dan. We could do a live, uncensored watch along. You have to let me know if you want to do that, because there's a lot of people on here saying, I'm not watching the game, I can't watch the game, I can only watch the 3-minute highlights. So let us know if you want us to do that, either Sunday or another game of your choice. You'll probably have a great laugh, because me and Dan we're not so politically correct as we are on here when we
I don't think I could do that, mate. I'm fucking terrible. I can't sit still. I can't sit. I know it is, mate. I can't sit fucking still. I have a go at the lad when he's sitting next to me and he's chopping up, and I'm like, just fucking shut up. And then I'll sit there and I'll be quiet, and all of a sudden I'm up and I'll be like, I just can't sit still, mate. I think it's more frustration when I'm like, why are you doing that fucking thing?
Yeah, basically, I don't know if you know what you can't screen the game on here, Dan. But for those that are not watching, you could basically sit here and sort of half commentate on it, you know what I mean? So the people that don't get to watch it. But yeah, send your things in and let us know if you want to do that anytime soon, and I'll give it a.
We could do. I could put my phone in front of me and then the game on behind me.
Well, you're sort of cheating, are you, Dan? Don't let YouTube say that much.
Say what, mate? Say what?
Yeah. Just let us know then. That's an idea, isn't it? Because not everyone's as stupid as us.
Yeah, no, we can.
What annoys me is I always tell you the goal's gone in, and you don't know.
No. Yeah, that's because I'm slightly behind.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean?
And you know what, it pisses off the lad as well when I sit there and I just look at my phone and I just turn it to him and he goes, fucking turn that off. I don't want to know. I want to see it. And I'm like, we've scored.
See, if I was an absolute arsehole, Dan, I'd put, that's a great goal, that is from Richie. And there's nothing there.
I know. It's
yeah, he's up for anyway. Yeah, it would be a good laugh. Because, God, I don't know if we'd be able to stream it.
Well, we'd just do this now. We'll just do this now and we could.
Yeah. That's a good idea, because even if everyone else has watched it, you could do a live thing where they're all chatting in.
Yeah. Because
sometimes, like, we have such differing ideas on what we're watching. It's strange, because I sometimes think, what's he watching? And then
what the fuck's Dan going on about?
Weird, isn't it? No, but it's weird how you have different opinions on why you're watching it together, sort of thing. All right, Dan. All right, everyone.
Yes, mate. Yes, we'll catch up through the rest of the week, and then we'll fucking watch the debacle. Yes. All right, mate. I'll catch you in a bit. Cheers, Lou. See you later, mate. Bye.